it's it's a hard one because people still say to this day and age, like, you shouldn't kill, right? We need to. The counterinsurgency strategy is based off winning the hearts and minds of the people that we're going into the countries that we're going into. And I think the only way that I can describe it that makes sense to people, where that might at least allow them to think outside of the education aspect, is that, and you alluded to the point a little bit, but I mean, you have daughters, right? Do you love your daughters?
Yeah.
Like, how much, though? Like, articulate for me how much you love your...
It's impossible for anybody to ever express it in a way that someone who doesn't have daughters would ever understand, or sons or children.
Totally. And so love is a good analogy, because if you can understand how hard it is to articulate that, then you understand that there's another side of that coin, and that there's a community of people somewhere on Earth that hate you to the exact same degree that you love your children and can't articulate, and would do everything they fucking can to end our way of life because we let women go outside and have their skin exposed. You can say what you want. You can think what you want. And what's the solution to solve that? It's not books. There's not a single... I could put you in captivity for 14 years, Joe, and I could never convince you not to love your daughters. Right?
Yeah, but it's not our job to change.
But what I'm saying...
But hold on,
So what I'm saying is, though, is that people think that there's just like, oh, you don't have to go over there and you don't have to fight. Well, fuck that. At some point, you have to stand up for what you believe in, right? And when it comes to those people that hate you as much as you love your kids, again, there's a small segment of that you could probably turn with books in captivity, right? Which is what's happening to the guys who get radicalized in Gitmo. But for the other segment that would like nothing more than to end your life and everything you believe in, what's the solution? It's not fucking books.
Yeah, what is the solution to try to turn a guy around once they've reached that level of radicalization?
You can't. So you either have to find something or believe in something to the point that you're willing to fight for it. Because here's the deal. We're X people. And then there's Y people. And regardless of what your X is, you're Christian, Catholic, whatever, you're an X person, there's somebody who's a Y person. X and Y people are going to fight. If you believe in what you believe enough, then to protect that, at some point, you're going to have to go beyond the educational aspect of that.
But isn't that only